Good evening, people. My name is Detroit Miracle. Uh huh. All of my days and all of my nights, I have been well aware of the fact that there are a variety of crazy people in society, such as psychotic crazy, lunatic crazy, maniac crazy, and schizophrenic crazy. But I didn't know that there were also people who were and are arrogant crazy. Drum roll. Yeah. Well, what led me to come to know that is earlier I saw a case report on the news where it was a dude in Cleveland, a young looking guy who stabbed an old lady and then stuffed her inside a container and put a lid on it. And he was spotted dragging the old lady around while she was folded up in there. And before that, it said he had her in his basement torturing her or something. Okay, so people saw him pulling the old lady around, dragging her in the container. So they called the police on this guy, a straight up maniac. If ever there were one, okay, the police arrest this guy and he goes to court. He doesn't have a mark on him. So the judge gives him a bond of $750,000. Do you know this guy's reaction to that bond was, hey, $750,000? What? Are you serious? That's too high. No one in this court has a bond of $750,000. Wow, how am I supposed to pay that to get out? And then the judge ignored the dude, so he threw his finger up at her, signed one of them fingers, like saying F you, and then got up and walked away and was led back to his cell. Yeah. Da 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 da. Arrogant, crazy. Now, for this dude to have done something that heinous to an old lady and then complained about his bond being too high would show that he was a certifiable maniac who was also arrogant crazy. Now, in earlier times of civilization, if a guy had did something that heinous, you know what would happen to that dude? Bond or jail time wouldn't have even been a consideration. They might have beat the guy half to death, dug a hole, and then dropped him in there. But we live in a much more civilized era and time nowadays. So now you're presumed innocent until proven guilty, where some people in society are dum dum dum. But that is another story. Yeah. Yeah, people, it's crazy people out there. Like, there's many types of crazy people. That's the problem. You're not just dealing with one type of crazy person, but you might be dealing with a variety of crazy people that are of different types of crazy. Yeah. And what if you meet one person that has all of the craziness of all types and categories inside of him or her? I didn't deal with some women that indicated that they were at least three types of crazy, and even like arrogant crazy and schizophrenic crazy. But I don't know if their crimes were as heinous as that guy's was who did that to the old lady. Now, this guy looked about 28 or 29 years old, and clearly that was an old lady that he had in his basement. Then he did that very terrible, evil stuff to her. And this is a good sign. It's like a silver lining in every cloud. The old lady survived. The police got to her in time, was able to rescue her and then take her to the hospital. I don't know what her condition is now, but you can look it up. This happened in Cleveland the other day, or it might have happened a few days ago. But when I saw the guy earlier, he was being arraigned, and then the judge gave him a bond. He shouldn't have gotten any bond at all, because what if that lunatic could have came up with the bond money? Then he would be back on the street. Well, you know, people that prey on older ladies got no scruples, no decency, no morals, or nothing. They're complete and total scum and should be put down. Yeah, people, I'm just letting you know what you have to deal with in this society, and it ain't easy. Nope. Okay, I'd appreciate your likes and comments on this subject. Let me know what you think about it, and you're more than welcome to subscribe to my channel.